Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is Count Dante, the unauthorized but sort of true story of the deadliest man who ever lived. Issue number 6. I love this series. The story's written by J.C. Barbour. Art, ink, and lettering by Wes Watson. Colors by Paula Goulart. Alright, so the story's about this guy named Count Dante. And Count Dante is a Vietnam vet, came back to the U.S., opened up some martial arts schools, taught people who normally aren't taught, pissed off a lot of people because of that. But the big thing about Dante is that his name obviously wasn't Count Dante, is the stories he made up about himself. This is a guy who created a character and a personality that was larger than life, and the lies and the bullshit just kind of spun out and led to some damage and deaths and just bad stuff. He was very much a P.T. Barnum. Figured out how to put on the show, how to entertain and spin a reality that was far from actual reality. And I think that's really the lesson out of all of it. So this is the end of Count Dante. He is dying and winds up dead. Or is he? Is he still alive? We don't know. It's a fun way to wrap up the series. If you know how Dante actually dies, the comic is, I think, interesting is that, like, it's, at this point, just complete full of bullshit. And I think that's part of the fun of the comic, is that it takes the truth and spins it in such a way, and by the ending it is so exaggerated, much like Dante's life. I think it's a fitting ending in so many ways because of that, and kind of brilliant in that way. The art is I think great. It just is a great send-up of comics of like the 70s and 80s, which is kind of what this is supposed to be. It's got twists and turns that are all just, as I said, exaggerated silliness, and it's great like that. It's really, really great, entertaining, and just beyond goofy. I love this series. It's so fun. It got me to go out and read lots of stuff about Count Dante. It's got like fake ads in it that look like they're straight out of the 70s and 80s comics. It's just like a love letter to that era, love letter to martial arts, and kind of a love letter to Count Dante in many ways as well. If you're a fan of martial arts and don't know the story, you need to check it out. If you don't know the story, you need to check it out. It's just utterly insane. This comic doesn't even touch on everything, and there's even more that's just out there that's just like, holy crap, I can't believe this guy existed. It's a wonderful series. Highly recommend it. If you don't get the individual issues, get the trade when it eventually comes out. I've always recommended it. Every issue's been great. The art's great. The story's great. Like, everything's about it is absolutely fantastic. Go get it. It is in shops. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code. It'll tell the comic shops near you. No problem. We do have some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage. By doing that, you'll support our site, so thank you for that. And speaking of support, just watch our video supporters, so as always, thank you for that as well. If you're into comics, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.